Hello, good evening, and happy, where are we? The 6th of January, 2026. Oh, it's been a moment. I just wanted to come on today and yeah, just to be with you. It's the new moon. Well, it's the moon in Leo today, and this is my element. And so I just wanted to presence because Facebook actually took me away since July. So many will you have noticed that I haven't been in the group lately, and I just wanted to come in really to thank you all, to thank particularly Jan for keeping the group afloat and for all the contributors, Sarah, Mary, a lot of the regular people that are putting out their work and sharing it with the group. So without you, thank you. That group would not have continued. So thank you, heartfelt gratitude for all that you've been providing. And it's just wonderful to come back and be a part of Unity Consciousness. And my main reason to come on today was to offer the Gaia readings again. I I think many of you know that a year ago I took the plunge and I left Cornwall and I moved up to up to North Pennines near Durham, and it's been a journey. So I'd love to catch up with many of you, and I would have loved to have done a live, but I'm noticing that Facebook maybe don't do lives anymore. So having to work out how we can potentially come together if there is a need for group cohesion or to meet online. Please do share what you need from this group going forward. My intention was always to be moving forward with the digital world, and I have a particular interest in Pluto in Aquarius, which many of you know is the period that we're going to be in until around 2043. And so Pluto is the person, is the power, it's like, where is Pluto in your blueprint? And please check in with Sarah Samuelson if you want to do chart work, because I've been to, I think, just one of Sarah's workshops, and it's invaluable information. So if you get time to meet Sarah, please make time to go and spend time with her and her wonderful knowledge and experience. Um, I wish I lived in Penzance some days when now I see what's going on. But hey ho, I've come up to this part of the world to be more grounded, and I just want to share with you one of the really epic reasons that I moved up here was partly because I came on holiday in October of 2024, and I knew that my life needed to shift. I knew that I'd become very stagnant in St. Austell, and I also knew that my daughter Maddie was going off to university. Um, and I had this magical experience, which I think I may have shared with a few of you. Some in my really close inner circle really would have known that my passion has been for the last 20 years is to work with flower essences and work with vibration. Originally, I trained as more than 30 years ago, I trained as an aromatherapist. So I have a passion for health and well-being and frequency. And this last year, I just want to say I made my very first essence in the park in St. Austell with a yew tree. And the yew tree had been communicating with me for about possibly 4 years. I'd been having this tree communication as I came through the park on my daily walks. And during the period where COVID, I think we'd just gone through the first part of COVID, and I moved to live on Beach Road, a magical place, part of St. Austell, which I never thought I would hear myself say. Um, and just being a part of being in the park really, really brought me closer to nature. And as a result of making my first tree essence during the eclipse period, I can remember the day really, really well. And it was like an experiential um, essence that came through. And it was very much about, as the essence was being co-created, there were people around me, a lot of people that were talking to me, and I would just sort of plonk myself next to this tree with this beautiful essence ball I particularly picked up on that day. This magical um, little dish that I made my first essence in. So if you are interested in finding out more about the essences that I've made, I've moved up here. I've been deeply connected to nature, and it's been a much more grounding, healing year. It's been quite challenging, 2025 for all of us, but I'm pleased to say that I've come through and I'm here. 2026 awaits us all in a magnificent, wow, more dynamism, more momentum, sudden changes with this planetary aspects. And I want to be of greater service. I don't know how my offerings will work, but I need community. I have to say that with my Cancer in the North Node and in the eighth house, I'm quite emotional because, um, yeah, this is where I need to ask for help when I need help, and I also need to share, because without me offering help, I know that this is all part of my journey, that as I offer my healings, I can help to heal myself. And I know that sounds a really backward way of being, but my North Node is in Cancer. And as I've moved through these years, being a mother and now a grandmother, I realized that, I rushed through a lot of my life. I lived in very Capricorn sort of structures. I was in the military. My life was very much about rushing, structure from place to place. I lived in a lot of different houses while I was bringing up my children. And this last year, whilst I've lived on my own, has been a really interesting time for reflection and to be really grounded and to find out who I really am, what I really want for the rest of my journey. And I see my healing path really only just opening up as we go through this massive awakening and more people becoming aware of their gifts and their need to be in tune with themselves. So I hope that some of this words that are coming out might resonate with some of you, and that you may be able to share with me what your innermost desires are for 2026. I know I have met almost every one of you in this group, and I am so grateful for your friendship. I'm so grateful for the small beginnings where when Larry and I worked in Connor Downs doing those very small mornings on a Saturday once a month in, I think it's 2011, I was guided to open up those mornings. And just for this community to still be here some 12, 13, 14 years later, it's really magical. And as we know, as we go through the next few years, it's really important that we have community and that we support each other. And I think particularly as women, I'm loving seeing Mary's women's circle, and I know that we need those circles. And I would love to have an online circle if anyone would like to join. And even if it's just circle, like maybe once a month, and just check in and breathe and just be centered in each other's presence. I'm curious what that might be for others if there is that need. So thank you for being here. I am going to take two cards today. I have a request for for Mel. Mel, welcome to the group. I hope you managed to get in safely. And let me just see what message wants to come through for you first, Mel. And as you know, I'm working with, I'll show you my favorite oracle. I've been working with this deck, the Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I have been working with this deck for many years now, and I just keep coming back to them, and they are such beautiful artistry and messages. Let me go to the first one. Okay, so the message. Wow. And this is your message for you, Mel. And the number is number 28. And let's see what the actual message reads for you. So let me see if I can pin that card somehow without, I'm not sure how we can get that up there. Possibly like that might work. And this is positive news, positive outcome. Oh, that's a brilliant message to begin with. The anxious wait is nearly over and a time of celebration is near. You will soon receive good news. This may come from a land far away, or it may come from someone close to you. In any case, an issue of major importance has a positive outcome. This may relate to you or someone dear to you. That's a lot of reflection. I'm going to take that down. What a relief. You can now rest easy in knowledge that all is well. Thank the universe for this blessing and give thanks to the earth and stars also. Whether we know it or not, we are surrounded always by unconditional love. Oh, yes, let's bring that on. And your affirmation, Mel. I thank the earth and stars for every blessing. I give thanks for the love that fills and surrounds me. I am loved unconditionally by a benevolent universe, and my mind is full of light. My heart is forever grateful. Thank you for being here. Oh, that's beautiful. Just even reading that message has put me into a more grounded sense and that unconditional love. Oh, I love that. So thank you for showing up here today and let me know how we can be of service to you this time. And now I have my next request, and this is for you, Jan. Thank you again, heartfelt blessings for your support and for, yeah, for holding this group and for sharing and for keeping it together while I went off somewhere, floated off somewhere into the hillside. And Facebook was not going to let me come back without some sort of deliberation. So your message is this one. And let me see if I can just pop that in here. She's laying on the ground. I think it's number 29. Oh no, it's number 18. I've just heard. Apprehension. Let's see what your message is, Jan. Moving out into the world, doubt, fear. Wow, it's time to get going. There is nothing to fear. Take the first step, just do it. And you will find that all will work out for you. The longer you procrastinate, the harder it will be. It's understandable that you feel unsure of yourself. The first step is sometimes the hardest. You have much to offer, and you will realize this as you move out into the world. Be brave, even if you initially make mistakes. You will be well received. Treat every day as a learning experience. As your confidence increases, so too will your self-esteem and success. You are a sincere and beautiful person. Do not doubt yourself. Okay. And the affirmation is, I surrender my fear and replace it with love. I surrender my doubt and replace it with confidence. I see myself moving out into the world with ease. I give thanks for all I know, I learn and experience. Each new day is full of possibility. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Jan, again. And I know that you are, um, well, when I first met you, you were finding your feet and you came to live in Penzance. I think it's 10 years ago this year where I first met you. And you've since gone on to be a pet sitter and studied I know the pet's point of view, the perspective from the animals is your passion. And I encourage you, to keep your passions alive. That card of apprehension, that's me. I feel like that's me at the moment because I feel like I've been in cocoon land and I'm just really coming back out again after being in my period of study with the diploma, which has been a huge learning curve in my journey with flower essences and learning to trust that I can make my own essences. Um, I know we made a magical Murray Maiden's essence, an environmental essence, when I was down in November. If anyone is interested in finding out a little bit more, I could, I would be happy to share the essences for you to use in room atomizers or misters. I'm not ready to make the essence to be taken internally until I get into my final year of the diploma. So, but by all means, if you are interested in in a mister or ones that you can use as atomizers, then please do contact me. I'll talk about it much more, as I'm sure in the coming months. So thank you everyone for being here again, and thank you for spending this time with me. It's wonderful to feel that the community is holding together, and thank you for holding me even in my absence. I would like to do more together if that's something that you would also like. Let's see how we can grow together in unity with the Pluto in Aquarius holding us in our power and in our balance. So many blessings for this beautiful moon in Leo day. This is my moon sign, so I know it's about being radiant, not being afraid to shine out and not to hide. So it is a challenge because I can, want to hide, and equally, I know that we all benefit when we all share together. So lots of love and much love and blessings for today. Thank you again. Bye bye for now.